Now on Up with KREM, we have your air quality updates, and it looks like air quality is slightly improving.
Well, that's the good news. The other good news is that temperatures will start dropping in the days to come. I'll let you know how long it takes for that cooler weather to arrive.
And this morning, we're getting an explanation as to why a 50-year-old Spokane business might be closing.
After saving Roller Valley here back in 2017, the company that owns the building now is considering changing it into a storage facility.
Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning, Inland Northwest. Welcome back to Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. So let's jump right into those air quality updates because that's the big story of the last few days.
Absolutely. A lot to talk about, of course. We want to take a live look now outside Spokane's air quality now in the AQI map there on your left. You can see right now we are in the yellow and orange categories. Yesterday, though, a much different story. We were mainly red in the Inland Northwest. Of course, this is great news to hear that we are improving in our air quality.
Absolutely. Now this means that our air quality improves, especially for people who are very sensitive. So right now we're sitting at unhealthy for sensitive groups. However, the big dark area of red around Stevens County is actually due to a fire burning around in Chelam. We'll be revisiting the air quality conditions all morning on Up with KREM.
Yeah, and if you would like the latest updates on unhealthy air quality in the Spokane area, you can text the word AIR to 509-448-2000. We'll send that right to your phone. And as you just saw there, meteorologist Jeremy Legoo has been refreshing those air quality pages to get you the latest information.
Oh, we're still trending down. I was actually just typing all of that in so all of my graphics would be updated. Yes, I do make all of these graphics, and yes, I do update them throughout the entire morning. So oftentimes I'm just hanging out over here mashing buttons, but here's what all of that button mashing does for you. It lets you know what's going on. Right now, temps in the mid 70s, but we still have that somewhat poor air quality around the region, and it really depends on where you are. You head out to central and parts of western Washington, you're going to see an improvement in air quality. Places like Wenatchee and even Moses Lake starting to get into that moderate realm. That's good news. Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we are still in the unhealthy for sensitive groups. Sandpoint starting to work its way out of that as well, but you're still in unhealthy for sensitive groups right now as well. Our AQI sitting at a 110. That's just 10 points away from being moderate. And I really think we're going to get a little closer to that. They just keep trimming it back every time we get that update each hour. So hey, that's some good news. We are unfortunately going to see more smoke move in and more smoke move out. It's going to be a kind of ebb and flow as we head through the next 2 days. At times we'll be in moderate, at times we'll be unhealthy, but for most of it, we're going to trend right in the middle. Unhealthy for sensitive groups will likely be the story. Areas off to the north where you're seeing that improved air quality, well, that's where we had a round of showers and even thunderstorms move through earlier. That's now moving its way out, and that's helping with some of that air quality. And once those are gone, we're done for the day, but tomorrow we get another round of showers and thunderstorms. All the forecast models say it's everywhere and we're all going to be dealing with it. What I'm saying is it's likely similar to some of those recent storms where we get a little bit of moisture everywhere, but only a few locations wind up picking up enough to measure. When it comes to our temperatures, we climb quick. By about noon, we're near 90, and by this afternoon, we're up to about 97 degrees here in Spokane.
Right now, votes are being counted for Washington's primary elections.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the results for some of those local school districts. Taking a look at the vote for Cheney School District Director, District 2. Currently, Zachary Zaruzula holds a slight lead with 46% of the vote there.
In the election for Central Valley School District Director 5, Pam Orbaugh currently leads that race.
Now for East Valley School District Director, District 3, Justin Volker holds the majority of the votes there with 48%.
Now taking a look at the race for Spokane School District Director, Position 3, Melissa Bredford is leading with 42% of that vote.
And now for the same district, Katadine leads this race with 31% of the vote there.
We know this is a lot of information and it's constantly changing.
Absolutely. So to help you learn more, all you have to do is text the word election to us. That's the number right there on your screen. It's 509-448-2000. We'll send you a link with the latest election results, especially other races even happening in your area.
8:34 now, time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Country singer Garth Brooks is actually considering postponing his recently announced stadium tour due to the nationwide COVID surge. He announced this week that he will play his next 2 shows in Kansas and Nebraska, but will not put tickets on sale for his next planned stop in Seattle. Now, he does say that he will take a planned 3-week break to decide what to do with the remainder of his 2021 dates.
Cases are also surging in North Idaho. According to the Panhandle Health District, they are seeing 100 new cases daily. Health officials say there are 40 people in the hospital right now. Now with COVID, 22 are in critical care. The region hasn't seen positive cases or hospitalization rates like this since February. Health officials say the spike is due to people not getting vaccinated.
When we have so many in the population that are unvaccinated, that leaves every single body that is unvaccinated as an opportunity for the virus to mutate. And now it has mutated into something that's much more transmissible and can infect people really, really quickly.
Well, right now, 96% of people hospitalized due to COVID in North Idaho are unvaccinated. The health district will provide updated data for cases tomorrow. They say they're expecting a significant increase.
Now, there's also a nursing shortage in Washington. Data from the Washington Center for Nursing shows more than 42% of nurses thought about or made plans to leave the field altogether. But there is some hope.
I don't think it's deterred anybody from being a nurse because our applications are still high.
The nursing shortage is also being attributed to an aging workforce. Now that's your morning rush, more news in less time. So go ahead and let us know what's going on in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
A business that's been open for almost 50 years in Spokane Valley is potentially closing.
Nicole Hernandez is live at Roller Valley now to explain just why the skating rink is in danger. Good morning, Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So back in 2017, Roller Valley here behind me actually almost closed when its longtime owner passed away. But a company called TDR Logistics came in, they bought the building, they heard the community's support for Roller Valley, and they decided to keep the building a roller rink. But now TDR Logistics is reconsidering that decision.
Roller Valley has been here since 1975.
It's an iconic building.
But it might not be a roller rink for long. This is a permit request from the city of Spokane Valley. According to the document, the owners of the building are requesting to change Roller Valley into a storage facility. From the outside, there are already noticeable changes to the spot with a chain link fence around the property.
This is new. I was probably here a month ago. It's quite shocking.
That's Catherine Reynolds, Enrichment Director at Daybreak Youth Services.
Where are the kids going to go?
Reynolds says kids need safe places to funnel their energy out. With places like Savage Land and Laser Quest closed too, she's concerned.
We're seeing a huge spike in mental health as well, and just kids being deprived. And we're just beginning to see the iceberg. You know, just a little tip of the iceberg.
That's where Shad Kramer comes in.
1, 2, 3, legacy!
Local boxing gym owner who wants to buy the Roller Valley building.
We would be able to expand our program in a huge way as a boxing club,
including their at-risk youth program that works with Daybreak and their program helping people with Parkinson's.
It's a game changer for us as a business, it really is.
And they would keep the roller rink going on the weekends.
I would keep the ring in the middle and put live musicians in the ring and then let everybody skate around the ring. And it'd just be the coolest.
But of course, that can only happen if they make a deal with the current owners of Roller Valley, TDR Logistics.
There really is no Plan B property for us. This is the unicorn. It has everything we need.
Shad says TDR has turned down several of the gym's offers to buy the building.
At the end of the day, they're a business and they do have the right to do whatever they want with the property.
I did reach out to the owners and they declined comment at this point, but Shad says he will keep fighting for Roller Valley. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Now, I do have a permit from 2018. TDR Logistics actually submitted this to the city of Spokane Valley. Right here you can see they're asking that they wanted to construct 4 new mini storage buildings on the property here. And right behind Roller Valley, those storage units did go up. Of course, if they move forward with their plan to turn Roller Valley into a storage facility, that area will just continue growing. Live in Spokane Valley, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
As the Tokyo Olympics continue this morning, the United States continues to increase its medal count. After the break on Up with KREM, the top 5 moments you may have missed in the games.
And after that, we're going to take you outside and talk air quality, temperatures, and a big change in our forecast that arrives in the days to come.